In the dimly lit room of a modest garage, a young Bill Gates sat hunched over a computer, fingers flying over the keyboard. The year was 1975, and Gates was just beginning his journey toward a future that seemed as distant as it was ambitious. The world had no idea that this unassuming moment would lay the groundwork for a revolution in technology. Bill Gates, driven by an intense vision, had already set his sights on something far greater than a mere computer program. He envisioned a world where technology would shape every part of human life. Bill Gates was born into a family that valued education and ambition. From an early age, he showed a natural curiosity for problem solving, often excelling in math and science. However, it was his early exposure to computers that sparked his true passion. By the time he was a teenager, Gates had already written his first computer program. It wasn't long before he teamed up with his childhood friend, Paul Allen, and together they formed the beginnings of what would soon become Microsoft. But the road ahead was anything but smooth. Challenges loomed at every turn. In 1975, Bill Gates and Paul Allen's vision for Microsoft began to take form when they wrote software for the Altair 8800, an early personal computer. Their product was a success, and soon after, Microsoft was born. But it wasn't just about creating software. It was about creating a new way of thinking about personal computing. Gates believed that computers should be accessible to everyone, not just large corporations. This revolutionary idea would drive the company forward. But the journey was riddled with uncertainty and competition, especially from established tech giants. As Microsoft grew, so did the challenges. One of the company's first major breakthroughs came when they signed a contract with IBM to provide an operating system for their new personal computer. This was a pivotal moment, but it was also a risky gamble. Gates and Allen knew that this deal could make or break Microsoft. In a strategic move, they purchased an existing operating system, renamed it MS-DOS, and tailored it for IBM's needs. The gamble paid off. Microsoft quickly became synonymous with personal computing, and the world began to take notice. With the success of MS-DOS, Microsoft was poised for a new level of growth. But it wasn't until the release of Windows in 1985 that the company truly revolutionized the computing industry. The graphical user interface, GUI, of Windows was a game changer, opening up computing to a wider audience. However, the launch was not without its hurdles. Microsoft faced stiff competition from Apple and other companies who had already established their own vision of personal computing. Gates knew that to succeed, Microsoft had to continue innovating. One misstep could cost them everything. The launch of Windows set off a technological arms race, with Microsoft constantly refining its software and expanding its reach. As the company grew, so did Bill Gates's influence. By the 1990s, Microsoft was the undisputed leader in the software industry, with Windows becoming the most widely used operating system in the world. But with great success came even greater scrutiny. Microsoft faced accusations of monopolistic practices, and Gates found himself in the midst of antitrust battles that would test not just his business acumen, but his resilience as a leader. Despite the legal challenges, Gates remained focused on his ultimate goal: making Microsoft the backbone of personal and business computing. He launched new products, including Microsoft Office, which became a staple in workplaces across the globe. By this point, Gates had become a household name, a symbol of the potential of technology. However, Behind the scenes, he was preparing for a change. The fast-paced tech world was evolving, and Gates knew that Microsoft had to adapt or risk falling behind. It was time for him to make a difficult decision. In 2000, after decades of steering Microsoft to global dominance, Bill Gates made a surprising announcement. He was stepping down as CEO to focus on the company's long-term vision. Gates shifted his focus to philanthropy, founding the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which would tackle global issues like poverty, education, and healthcare. This marked a new chapter in Gates's life, one that would continue to shape the world. But as he transitioned out of the corporate spotlight, his legacy was far from finished. Microsoft would continue to evolve, and his influence would be felt for years to come. Under Gates's leadership, Microsoft's legacy was cemented. The company transformed the world, making personal computing accessible to millions. But Gates' story is more than just about software. It's about innovation, resilience, and the power of a single individual's vision. As the world continued to change, Microsoft adapted, keeping pace with the rise of the internet and mobile computing. Gates may have stepped down from the CEO role, but his fingerprints remained on every corner of the tech industry, from cloud computing to artificial intelligence. Today, Bill Gates is remembered not only as the founder of Microsoft, but as one of the most influential figures in the history of technology. His vision and drive brought computers into the mainstream, changing the way people work, communicate, and live. Beyond business, his philanthropic efforts continue to make a profound impact. Gates's story is a testament to the power of innovation and the lasting impact one individual can have on the world. As technology evolves, the legacy of Bill Gates and Microsoft will continue to inspire future generations of innovators.